Man, feel free to fire away. I know Will's ready.
Awesome. How you doing, Dave?
All right, Will, how are you?
I'm
That's
good.
the big question.
I'm good. I'm
Uh, how
good.
how are you feeling? I know that you're probably tired of talking about the injury, but how is it? Is it you feel 100%?
Feeling 100%. Feeling great. I mean, that was one of the coronavirus was almost a blessing in disguise for me. I really got time to get my foot 100% better. So that was one of the you can look on the bright side of things. So that was one of the positives, I guess, that came from all this craziness.
And so, what did you do during that period?
So obviously when we sent home, I was still kind of rehabbing my foot. I was like close to doing activity, but just kept lifting weights, trying to get big, trying to strengthen up the foot, rehab back home. Went to like Kaiser. They treated me well there. And then once I came back here to start working out again, I was fully healed and everything. So it's yeah. From there, it's just been working out, getting stronger.
You've been able to run as well as
Yeah,
you ever have? Have you put a stopwatch on it yet?
we have not put on a stopwatch, but I don't think I'll be running. You know, it's very very seldom I find myself sprinting in the game. So um, yeah, as long as I can kick set with my foot and run block with my foot, that's really what concerns me. And so far, it's held up well during these practices.
And has that Musgrave's offense, is it a different assignments for the offensive line or thing? Are you asked to do different things than you were in previously?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously some similarities, like across all of college football. There's going to be like your inside zones and all these different things, but we have different variations of it. A lot of different things without saying too much, but like
Right.
I'm really excited for this offense. I think we got a lot of good run plays and if we're gonna be able to run the ball, it's just gonna open the throwing game that much more. So I'm excited. Yeah, I really like the offense. I think it's gonna be great this year.
Now, do you guys will you move a little more than you did in the past, or uh, will it be static? I mean, does that what I'm trying to say? We require more mobility in this offense, is what I'm trying to say.
Um, we got we have our rollouts. We have a lot of different things. I think that's one of the advantages of the offense is that we can really do whatever we need to do. Like it seems like adaptable to the situation. If we really need to get in that 4 minute where we're just running the ball, or if we need to go no huddle and really push the tempo and be active in outside zones and running side to side. I really think this offense like has it all. I mean, it's I think it was a little bit tougher to initially understand the offense, but I think we're doing a really good job in practice, just working together, communicating through it. And yeah, I think it's a very adaptable offense. So that's going to be huge for us.
And how do you feel Chase is taking to the new scheme?
Yeah, Chase is looking good out there in practice. I mean, we obviously know how talented he is. Um, so I'm not surprised he's taking well to it, but I'm excited. I mean, I think we can score a lot of points this year, especially with him at quarterback. So I'm excited.
And how frustrating was it last year to finally get a start and just get off to the good start and have that weird night in Washington and then
Yeah.
to lose? Could you feel part of the team, or was it kind of hard to deal with?
Yeah, it's definitely hard because I mean, it was like I had this little scooter and my house is kind of far away, so I'd have to like scooter to the stadium and it'd take like 30 minutes. So it was tough sometimes, and obviously it sucked, getting a little taste and then having it taken away. But we're so tight in like the O line room, and like we're all such great friends that I still felt part of the team and everything. So it was good, and obviously you never want to get injured, but it's part of football, and just happy to be back.
How do you like your new offensive line coach? Is he bring a different element from
Yeah,
than they've had in the past?
yeah, we definitely got some more energy on the O line. Nothing against Wood, but
Yeah.
Wood was so technical. Angus really brings the juice out in practice. And it's fun. It's fun. We get after it. We have fun in meetings. Meetings are active and interactive and just a good time. So we're really bringing a lot of energy, and I think it's going to be great for this O-line. Angus has been awesome, especially with all the technique and new drills he's brought. I feel like we've really been improving as an O-line as well.
And how about you? Have you felt you've improved in areas of footwork and balance and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this offseason I had so much time to work on things. I really wanted to work on just my run blocking technique. At times it's been sloppy. I used to kind of just have the like whatever I have to do to get the job done mindset. But this year I'm trying to be a little more technical in how I block, and then just trying to perfect the craft of pass rush. I mean, it's like when you're going against Cam Good every day in practice, you really get a chance to work against the best and just work on things and try things out. So it's been awesome. I just been trying to improve my craft as much as I can, become a more complete player as a whole.
Now, do you really prefer left tackle? Has that kind of been your natural position all the way? That
I
quote
mean,
the blind side, as
yeah.
it were.
Yeah. If I have to go play right side, I mean, I can't. It's a hard transition than you'd think to move from like left to right. That's why it's like what Val did last year was so impressive. He was moving from guard to different sides to tackles. Like that is a lot harder to do than you think. But I've been a left tackle my whole life, so I'm just comfortable there. That's what I like to play. Yeah, hopefully just get to stay there the rest of my career here.
Do you know the movie The Blind Side?
Great movie.
Did you
Love
see
Sandra Bullock.
it? And the tackle too, I would imagine.
Yeah, Michael Orr. I don't think
Yeah.
he's in the league anymore. I don't think he's in the. I think he's retired.
No, yeah. That's what you keep forgetting how long ago that was. You know, especially in the career of a NFL player. Academically, how are things going? You doing okay?
Going well. I'm studying political science, and obviously politics are as wild as can be right now. So every class is interesting. So it's cool to. There's a lot of some of the professors are just so smart here, but also funny and personable that they make class enjoyable. So classes can get a little wild at sometimes, especially in the political science world, but I'm enjoying it here.
Who do you have as a professor in there?
So I have Mulaney Phillips, Professor Chabir, and then Michael Winthrop is a rhetoric class I'm taking, but it's focused on politics, and that one's really interesting. So
I had Professor Chibber when I was at Cal as well. So
yeah, he's a super sweet guy. I mean, we have like a little 10-minute like check-ins every now and then, and he's just a super sweet guy. So he's awesome.
I've been looking at the album you have there in the background. What is that?
So that is that's Jonathan Richman, Rock and Roll with the Modern Lovers. And Jonathan Richman was like my dad's favorite artist in college, and he had all these old records, and we had no record player at home. And I was like, well, I'll get a record player and take all these records. So I have a little bit of a collection of all my dad's music and some of my music, and that's one of my like I guess hobbies is just music. So love listening to music. Try and listen to like an album a day or something like that.
You play any instrument, or is it just more listening?
Used to. I wish I still did. You know, it's one of those regrets as a kid. Sometimes it seemed like a chore to play your instrument, but I really wish I stuck with it. I played piano when I was a kid. Still can get on the keys and play a few songs, but not as much as I'd like.
It's never too late, man.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I have the same regret. My mother was right.
Yeah.
You'll regret giving it up.
Yeah.
I've been playing since I was 7, so it's a good skill to have.
Yeah, my brother stuck with it, and I didn't really stick with it. I became like so busy with sports. It was just like around that high school time, I was like, man, it's tough to do all this. So I kind of just did sports, but wish I stuck with it.
Yeah. And I had a couple actual football questions. I mean, Dave kind of took most of them off my plate here, but how's it playing next to both Cindric and Val kind of working in at that left guard spot and getting back to it?
Yeah, I mean, Val's awesome. I mean, veteran leader on the line, such a talented player. And just both are really great friends of mine. I live with Matthew. So, like I said, I think we have just outstanding chemistry on the line. And both guys are very smart guys, study their playbook well. So it just makes my job easier out there. Like, because we're just talking on the fly. I think a big focus for us has just been communication. Especially learning a new playbook. So every play, we're just talking. Like, what do we have here? Even if the defense hears it, just what do we have here? Say what we have, and I think we've been learning the playbook really well by just communicating a lot.
Yeah, and I guess you kind of touched on this before, but how much has really changed for you as far as, is it just calls that have changed more so? Because the technique seems like it's kind of, universal.
Yeah, like I said earlier, there's I've been running power for since the 6th grade football. I mean, football is a universal language. There's plays that are similar, but we have so many different variations, and there's so many more different techniques and ways to get things done. I think that's where our offense is going to be really great, is that we just have a lot of ways to get things done and different looks. And I think we're going to be unpredictable on offense. I think that's going to be huge for us.
I don't have any more questions. Do you have any more, Trace?
Yeah, I'm tapped. You kind of took them
Okay.
off from me there, Dave.
Okay. So good luck, Will.
It's good to have you on, man.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Appreciate
Thanks for
it.
taking